Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. Today is a very special day. 5 years ago today, I started this channel. So today is very, very special. We will be playing games for the chance to win a free reading. In between, donations always take priority. But if we have a lull, we can play a guessing game in which I have my major arcana cards, and whoever guesses correctly can get a free mini reading. Hello, Angelina. Hey, Nadia, and sorry. Hi, and how are you doing, love? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Happy Sunday to you. And yeah, happy birthday to Starry Tarot. Today we are using the Hermetic Tarot deck. This is a classic and a little bit of a divergence, a small divergence from the traditional RWS deck, but still works in the same way. Hi, Wendy, and thank you so much, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know, it's so exciting. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. For those of you who might be new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. You arrived on a very special day, and thank you for your subscription. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, and good to see you. All of my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. I answer a lot of romance questions, a lot of questions pertaining to career, finance, spiritual questions. Really, you name it, I can answer it so long as it's not medical or legal related. And we just received our first donation from Miss Wendy. Thank you so much, girl, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. And we also got a donation from Miss N. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and start this list here. Okay, and sorry, just give me one moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Wendy, and we are back. Is there anyone from my past trying to come back? Let's see. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there anyone from Wendy's past trying to come back into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there somebody from Wendy's past trying to come back into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there somebody from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Is there someone from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Is there somebody from Wendy's past trying to come into her life? Whoa! Sorry about that. And let's move these so we can see the cards better here. Okay. All right, Miss Wendy, we have the Emperor reversed, King of Wands, the Moon reversed, Six of Cups, and Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, I don't know what prompted you, and you don't have to tell me, Wendy, I don't know what prompted you to ask this question, if this is something that you've intuitively felt, that someone from your past is trying to come back into your life. My answer is this. With this Six of Cups is the past. Is definitely someone from your past. However, and I think it's a man. I think it's a man. Did you date a Leo in the past? Because we have this King of Wands here. But I'll tell you this. You're on his mind. He's thinking about you a lot. But in terms of action, I don't see him really. Never dated a Leo. Okay. So I would take this King of Wands. I do think it's a man with this Emperor reverse, King of Wands. I do think that it is a man from your past who has you on his mind a lot right now, is probably watching or looking at your socials and doing it in a very and not responding, doing it in a really like conciliatory way with this Moon reverse card right in the center. There's something like he's thinking about you, but he's trying to keep it on the low. He doesn't know or doesn't want to take action on it, but you are definitely on someone from your past's mind, and it is something of a romantic nature, someone of a romantic nature with this Queen of Cups reverse. But yeah, there's definitely some with Six of Cups. That's definitely someone from your past. So yeah, the answer is yes. There's someone definitely where you're for sure on their mind, and I feel like it was someone from your like. I don't want to say long, long past, but it's someone who I don't want to say they forgot about you, but when things ended, they kind of moved on and did their best to like try to forget about you. And now they're with the Six of Cups here, they're remembering all the good times that they had with you. They're remembering your kind and sweet nature. They're looking at you and the connection that you guys had in an idealized way. But yeah, in terms of action, at least at this time, I see him like spying on you. I see him, and I don't mean to creep you out, but I do believe he looks at your socials. I don't think you post too much. I know you take like Shabbat from social media from time to time. I see maybe an old friend that had a falling out. I'm definitely getting romance. I'm definitely getting an ex. I'm getting that Queen of Cups reversed, the Emperor reversed on either side. And I don't know if you've felt it or what. And again, you don't have to answer me or if it's in dreams or what. But I would be hard pressed to believe that they weren't looking at your socials. You're hardcore on their mind. But there's something preventing them from taking action at this time. Doesn't mean that they're never going to reach out to you, but I do think it's an ex. Emperor reversed. It was someone who was an emperor to you. Queen of Cups reversed. You were their Queen of Cups, and it came to a close. Hi, Ariana. I felt it, but I just didn't think of romance. Yeah, I was. I mean, when I pulled the cards, I wasn't assuming anything. I often like have fun with that and try and think like, oh, what will the answer be? But I just kind of kept it like vague and didn't look at the cards that I was shuffling, and yeah, that's definitely what I got. I don't want anyone from my past. Glad they stayed away. Yeah, yeah, and that might be part of the reason why they're staying away, because they're looking at the connection through rose-colored glasses or lenses with that Six of Cups. But the reality is, it came to a close for a reason. They, either they were, super toxic or just not meeting your needs. But yeah, it's best to stay away from exes in my experience in my past. But sometimes it's okay to reconnect, and I've seen it work sometimes. But I don't think now is the right time. Thank you so much, Wendy Love. I appreciate you, and hope I brought you some clarity here. Miss N, and thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. It is, yes, it is your turn, love. Mm-hmm. Big Cleo, welcome. Good to see you, and absolutely you can make a donation. Absolutely, and the list is really short. We're currently on Miss J Moon, so if you make a donation, you would be next. Unless I missed a donation. No, I didn't. Absolutely, yeah. All my super chat, the super chat donation rates are slightly different. So they're all posted in the chat above. I'll be starting a new job next week. What can I expect out of my new job? Like, what is the outcome? Congratulations, and I think it's a long time coming that you found a new job. I'm really happy for you. Big Cleo, you can if you send by PayPal. Look at all my donation information at the top of the chat. It's cheaper if you send by PayPal. Like a mini reading, $7.77. A full reading is $14.14. That's 10 cards. An extended reading is $21.21. That's 15 cards. If you decide to use Super Chat, which is totally fine as well, slightly higher because YouTube takes 30%. So a mini reading would be $9.99. A 10 card reading is $20.20, and a 15 card reading would be $29.29. So it's more advantageous for you to pay by PayPal if you can, but I do accept Super Chat as well. All right, let's get into this, and let's see how your new job's going to be. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's job next week go? Can you remind me what your sign is? And are you a Virgo? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's new job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's job next week go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will N's job next week go? Thank you so much for your donation, Cleo. Let me quickly add you to the queue here. You will be next, sweetheart. All right, love. Okay, let's get right into this. And we have the Hermit reversed, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords reversed, Eight of Wands, and the Empress reversed. Okay, this is good. This is good energy, and I'm liking this. And I don't know if you were listening to the reading I gave to Wendy, but sometimes before I turn the cards and when I'm shuffling them, I think, like, oh, I wonder what the outcome will be. And one of the thoughts I did have was, whenever, most of the time, not all the time and not for everyone, but a lot of the time when we start a new job, sometimes we can feel a little bit insecure, a little bit, because we're new. You know, when you start a new job, you're new and you're learning the ropes. And I see that here with the Hermit reversed and the Empress reversed. I do see you, and I'm starting, don't worry, girl, I'm leaving the best for last. This is the worst that I see, is you feeling slightly insecure regarding your position in this new job. You're a fish in a new pond, you know. The great news is that you have severed ties with, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but this Ten of Swords reversed, did you leave your last job, or are you still working there part-time? Because I'm seeing something about, like, severed ties, but in a good way. Like, your past, past issues, past toxicity to the side. And what I really, really love, there's two things I really love about this reading. This Eight of Wands, an issue that you've had, and it's not just you, girl. I have a lot of clients who have this issue and a lot of friends who have this issue. I've left, this is my last week there. Congratulations. Seriously, congratulations, and I'm really happy for you. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe I've seen that in readings for you in the past, that Spirit wants you to move on from that job, and that they said that there was a better opportunity out there for you. And girl, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And there's two things I really love here. Let's check out this Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is communication, and as I was saying, you're not my only client who's had this issue, and you're not my only friend who's had this issue. I have friends, a lot of people I know who have this issue. I've had this issue where you have a job and you don't know where you stand. That was a big issue with your last job. You would come to me a lot and ask, how do my superiors feel about me? How did they feel? I remember you asked a question, like, how did they feel after the holiday party that we had? Like, you never knew where you stood with them. They were never giving you direct feedback as to how you were doing, which is going to leave anyone feeling insecure. This Eight of Wands is communication. I see this job, I see your superiors communicating with you. If you are having an issue with a task and are trying to figure out the ropes and the protocols within their structure, they'll tell you. If you feel like you need like a monthly review on how you're doing, they'll provide that for you. That they will be very communicative, and this is my favorite part. We've got, in my opinion, the most powerful, strongest card in the deck. I pull a card for myself every day. I've been doing it for like 5, 6, 7 years now. I've only pulled the Ten of Pentacles upright one time in my life. 365 days a year, 6 years. And that day I was asked to ordain a wedding. Now we're talking not about romance here, but when we're talking about Ten of Pentacles in work, this job, I know you know how much I would assume you know how much you're going to get paid. You're getting paid better, right? Please tell me that the pay is at least equal to what you were getting in the past. Because Ten of Pentacles is feeling, I mean, it's pentacles. Pentacles are coins, money, and it's not, it's 10 of them. We're at the end. We're at the finish line. I see this job being very long lasting, sweetheart. I see you being here for quite a while. I see you liking the job, and I see the job liking you. This is really good. This is really good. Um, the insecurities at first are totally to be expected. It happens with everyone when we start. I mean, not like I said, not everybody, but most people I know, including myself. When you're new, you're a fish in a new water. I just started with a new job, and I'm kind of in that position right now too. I'm doing exactly what I did in the past, but I'm with a new like group, and yeah, I'm having to prove myself. I had to do it today. I took a job that paid a lot less than what I'm used to, but I was helping out someone in the guild that was sick. I wanted to, you know, let them know that I'm a solid member. Insecure, like imposter syndrome or something else. I don't want to call it imposter syndrome. I don't want to call it that. It's more I feel like it's really temporary, girl, because they're going to be communicative with you with this Eight of Wands. Okay, they will let you know how you're doing, whether it be good or bad, and I feel like you're going to shine and do very, very well here. They will be very open about how you're doing. I feel like this, and it's mild, the insecurity. I feel like it's gonna last like just like the first week, and then I feel like you're gonna get over it. I don't feel like it's imposter syndrome. You're doing the same work that you did. Are you doing the same work that you did at your last job? Like I said, it's not imposter syndrome. It's more you're a new fish, and you're the new fish in a new pond. Um, and everybody else has a lot of people there have been there for a long, long time and know all the ropes and can do things very, very quickly and efficiently, which you will get to that point. You absolutely will. But the first week, I don't think anyone can be that way. But you're gonna. I also see people being supportive. Your coworkers and your superiors being supportive towards you. If you feel like you need some guidance, they won't see it as a weakness. They'll see it as, oh, she wants to do her best job. She wants to be the best that she can be here. And we're more than happy to accommodate that. So this looks really good, and this looks really good. I'm really, really happy for you. And again, congratulations on taking this leap of faith. I think it's going to pay off. That Ten of Pentacles is going to, overall, it is going to pay off in dividends, and I think this is going to be a long-lasting work relationship for you. I really like this. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, sweet girl. Thank you so much for your donation, and good luck. I don't think you need it at all. I think you're going to shine. But you have a wonderful, if I don't see you next week, you have a wonderful first week at your new job. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, don't try not to worry. I think it's natural to get the jitters in any new position, whether it be a new job or a new apartment or a new relationship or a new friendship. And that's very natural to get a little bit of jitters, but this is a good fit for you. I'm really happy that you took this leap of faith. I knew there was a better opportunity out there for you. And when we're talking about, especially when we're talking about money and work, Ten of Pentacles, that's what you want to see. So I'm really happy for you. Thanks again, love. Big Cleo, thank you for your donation, sweetheart. Please go ahead. Oh wait, Cleo, did you want 2 5-card questions, or did you want a 10-card reading? It's entirely up to you. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, so you donated for a full reading, and as I mentioned earlier, we can split that into 2 questions if you want. 2 5-cards. You got it, girl. You got it. Wait, you're a girl, right? I'm just assuming you're a girl. I call guys girl too, but if I don't want to offend you if you're a gentleman. But I think you're not new to the channel, right? I believe I've read for you before. Okay, you're a girl. Okay, I felt that feminine energy there, for sure, for sure. Gal asking about guy. Okay, we got romance question. I did not do my spiel at the beginning. I have a reading that I offer that's it doesn't cost anything extra. If so, maybe, yeah, your name does ring a bell. I think I did read for you a while ago. So I have this reading that I do. It's my some of my clients refer to it as the OG love reading, but I call it the TFI spread. It answers 3 questions in one. If you have a question about a dude and if it's romantic, um, thoughts, it'll answer what their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions are towards you, as well as your general energies and their general energies in the connection. You don't have to do that reading. You can just ask a general question about this gentleman if you'd like. But it's very thorough, and it literally answers 3 questions in one. So I just think um, it's always a good option if you're asking about someone romantic. It doesn't cost it. No, it's no additional donation amount. It's just a suggestion. It's the same. You don't have to donate anything else. It's the same. Excuse me. Blow my nose. And Cleo, what is your sign? It doesn't have to be 10 cards. No, we can do it with 5 cards if you want. Felicia, hey girl, thank you. I'm so happy you're here too because, Felicia, I owe you a reading. When I was in Paris, you made a donation and I had to run out. I had plans. And I believe you have a 10 card reading. Let me double check. I always keep a list of people who have readings left. Let's see what you got here, babes. Yeah, you made a donation of $10. Are you sure, love? I'm more than happy to give you a reading, sweetheart. That's really sweet of you if you're serious. I am a Libra and he is a Cancer. Okay, and I need to know what his name is. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that, Felicia. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Aw. Thank you. Can you believe it's been 5 years, girl? And you've been a starling. Geez, I have to say at least the first or second year we've known each other, right? It's been a long time. I wanted to ask if P has romantic feelings for me, and if he will ask me to be his girlfriend in the future. Full name. We can just do his initial if you're like afraid of him seeing. But I will say when I use full names, I feel, and I'm not like just saying this like because why would I just say that? I feel like I get clearer readings when I use someone's actual name. It doesn't mean that and I know some readers that refuse to use initials because they feel that it's not accurate. I'm fine with using an initial if you want. I don't need the date of birth. Well, unless you don't know astrology. But I don't need it as long as you know his sign, we're all good. I don't need his date of birth. His name. You already emailed me, sweetheart. We can. It's okay, honey. It's okay. We can use just his initial. That's perfectly fine. That's not a problem. So for your first question, did you want to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions, or the first one? Did you want to ask if P? Well, that's 2 questions. We could ask if he has romantic feelings for you. That would be 1 question. And hi, Debbie. Welcome. 10 cards, please. I give you the names there. Well, you already donated. You have 10 cards, sweetheart. You donated for 10 cards already. You already have 10 cards. If you want to do another 10 cards, we can do that too. That's not a problem. We can ask additional questions. Every person gets 20 cards per turn. So it's your turn now. If you want to donate for another 10 cards, you're more than welcome to, and we can split it. We can even split it into 4 questions. Oh, why would you do that, love? Just are you trying to send me a message? Because I don't need his name, sweetheart. Knowing his name isn't going to. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, Bibs. You don't need to do that. We can just use P. That's perfectly fine. And you're in a sensitive spot right now. I totally respect that. I don't want to. I don't want to overstimulate you or anything. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, love. It's fine. I know his sign. I know his first initial, so we're all groovy. And thank you for your donation, Debbie. Thank you, sweetheart. You'll get accurate readings. You'll get an accurate reading. The last reading I did, or the reading before that, I used their initial. My client, I used her initial. I used to use her name, but then she decided she didn't want me to do that anymore, so I always respect that. Oh, that's great. If P is literally his nickname, girl, that's great. Nicknames are perfect because Spirit is aware of that. So that works perfect. Don't worry, honey. You'll get an accurate reading. I wasn't trying to pressure you into something that you're not comfortable with. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We're all fine, I promise. No need. I just need to know. So for your first question, did you want me to do the TFI spread? My first initial is T. His first initial is N. His first initial nickname is P. If that's like if that's his nickname, that's fine. But people call him something else that begins with P. I think we should go by N. I think we should just go by his actual first initial. That I know will be, unless people actually call him P, which would be kind of funny. Hey P, hey wee wee. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think N is going to be. We're going to get an accurate reading regardless. Okay, but they don't actually call him P. They call him something that begins with P. Spirit knows the name he was born with. So that's really important, is just checking in with Spirit. Oh, they legit call him P. Then we're good. We're good. Let's do P. We'll do P. And we'll start with the TFI spread. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are P's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards T? Hi, Scylla. I will be on for. I don't do the Super Bowl. I'm not into sports. I love people enjoying themselves and like getting together. I will be on. I've only been on for 40 minutes, and I stay on for a minimum of 2 hours. So I'll be on for at least another hour and a half, girl. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, girl. And we just received a donation from Miss Wendy. Wendy, thank you so much. You said happy anniversary. If you are more than welcome to another question. If it was a gift, thank you so very much. Either way, I'm happy to read for you. You guys are so sweet. I love you guys. Okay, let's get into this tea. We have 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Sun, the Hierophant reversed, and 2 of Pentacles. How long have you known him, T? We'll start with your current energies. You're here with me. We're gonna, and when I do this spread, I like to start with current energies because you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're right here. Spirit is telling me that you're kind of feeling frustrated with this connection, and I'm not just saying that because you came to me and are asking about him. Seven of Pentacles is usually slightly less than a year. Okay, and you like him, and I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, but you feel like there has been a little bit of progress. I'll say that, but it's not how it's moving really slowly, and it's causing you some frustration. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Seven of Pentacles, the traditional art in the RWS deck is a dude literally watching a plant grow. It's like slow and frustrating. Like, yeah, there is some growth, there is some development, there has been some development between the two of you, but it's just not enough. At least, like, it's to the point where it is causing you some frustration. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, his general energies, we have the Two of Pentacles here. I'm going to assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume that you guys are friends and things have not gone in a romantic direction yet. And he balances you in his life, and he wants to keep you in his life. But what concerns me here, sweetheart, not really friends. Yeah, okay. What concerns me here is there's no cups. I'm not seeing any cups. I'm not even seeing any wands. Wands are desire. Cups are emotions, feelings for someone. His thoughts towards you, we have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is all about defeat. I think, and I'm not trying to scare you, sweetheart. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if you told him that you like him, but I believe he knows that you like him. And that makes him feel good when he is around you, when he does spend time with you, when he does talk to you. I feel like it's more talking than seeing. Am I right? You didn't tell him, yeah. I got that sense. I feel like he's picked up on it though. That's why I said I don't want to scare you. Like I'm not saying he's a psychic or anything, but a lot of people, even like really emotionally out of touch people, can usually pick up on that energy, and he's picked up on that. Do I think it's reciprocated? I do think he likes you as a person, but and he likes the way he likes that you like him. And I've had to say this to people before, where people keep some. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but with his intentions and this Hierophant reversed, you guys aren't wanting the same thing. Your values aren't aligned. You're wanting something different from each other. And again, you said that you guys aren't really friends, but I'm going to assume that you guys at least like text each other, talk to each other. He I hate putting it this way, but he does like the attention. It makes him feel desired because he knows you desire him. He can sense it with the time and attention that you do give him, the energy that you emit through your conversations and communication and actions. It just concerns me there that I'm not sure if it's equally balanced. I'm not sure if it's reciprocated. So I guess that's what we're going to get to in the next question. You posted your question, Sorry, honey. You wanted to ask if P had romantic feelings for you and if he would ask to be your girlfriend in the future. So yeah, that's 2 questions. Please proceed with second question. Oh, well, the second question is 2 questions. You asked if he has romantic feelings for you and if he'll ask you to be his girlfriend. I can ask one or the other, or you can donate for another 5-card reading if you would like. It's up to you. But if I were you, I personally would ask, does he have romantic feelings for me? I would start there. But it's your reading. We can ask both. You would have to make another donation. Or we can ask just simply, is he going to ask you to be his girlfriend? I'm honestly more curious to see if he has romantic feelings for you. But it's up to you. The first question was his thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you, and it was vague, girl. Like I said, I'm not. I don't see. I see that he does have some feelings for you, but I don't see that they're reciprocated. So perhaps we should ask. The second question is if he has romantic. Okay, yeah, because we asked what his thoughts, feelings, and intentions are in this connection. Okay, sure, absolutely, sweetheart, we can do that, no problem. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings towards T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings for T? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does P have romantic feelings towards T? Thank you so much, Angelina, for your donation. Let me quickly add you here to the queue. Will you go according to the queue, or can you answer my third question right away? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that I can answer. If you make a donation for a third question, Cleo T, I will continue on. Every person gets 20 cards per turn, so you won't go to the back of the line. You're all good. You're all good. But if I do have a thing where if someone is like needing their reading and has to go, you can make a donation for $5 to skip the line. But you're good for now, Miss Cleo. Okay, we have Strength reversed, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups reversed. Wow, 10 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Yes, he does. Yeah, T. He does have romantic feelings towards you. But there is something. Wow, yeah. We have both the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if you were listening to one of my readings earlier, but someone got my girl N got the 10 of Pentacles for her new job, and I told her, in my opinion, this is the strongest card in the deck of 78. I think it's really, really powerful. And it definitely is indicative. You heard that? Yeah. And I don't pull it. I don't see it I don't pull it for myself. I pull a card for myself every day. I've only gotten it once in 6 years. It doesn't come up very often, so I'm surprised it came up twice today. Yeah, he does. He does have romantic feelings for you. He's not, I mean, at this point, Yeah, I kind of feel like he is friend zoning you with this Eight of Cups, Six of Cups reversed. I feel like and thank you so much, homegirl, for your additional donation. I feel like, and I've seen this before with dudes, I'm not saying this just to keep your hopes up or make you feel better. I'm a super honest reader. If he didn't have feelings for you, I'd straight up tell you. And it would hurt me to tell you, and it would hurt you to hear, but I would tell you. I'm definitely seeing that he has feelings for you, no doubt, especially this Ten of Cups. We're seeing cups here. Remember, I mentioned earlier in the last reading I didn't see any cups. We got hella cups here, but I will say, like, I am noticing this Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is like staying away from someone or something that you do like, and like either an activity or a person or a job, yet for some reason he's denying, or at least like staving taking action here. And I see that furthermore with this Strength reversed card. Yeah, I was a bit shocked, no cups in last reading. Yeah. Do you get romantic feelings from him? Because I mean, I'm old. I just turned 40, and I've never been married, so I've had my share of dating. I honestly want to be a dating coach. I go on so many dates, or I have been on a lot of dates and dated a lot of people. I've been in a lot of long-term relationships and smaller relationships, shorter relationships. But the older I get, the more I realize sometimes when I was younger, I would feel it, and sometimes you can feel it, but even if I can feel it, I need to see action. I need to see action, and this is what's going on. Is he's not showing any action. Strength reversed, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups reversed. That's someone who's denying themselves of someone who they have feelings for. And I don't know what's holding him back. That I don't know. It could be he's had bad experiences in the past and he's not ready for a romantic connection. But actions speak louder than words, Cleo. Actions speak louder than words. And I would really, really observe his actions towards you. That speaks volumes. Like, if a man isn't like chasing me, and he doesn't have to chase me like hardcore, but if he's not showing action and making plans to go on dates and, like, you know, treating me, taking me out, whatever, courtship, I need to know that I'm desired through courtship. And if he's not courting you, that concerns me. Please see third question. Will Pete ask me to be his girlfriend in the future? Not right now, as I don't think he is ready yet. For sure. When we say the future, how far are we looking? Do we want to ask within the next 6 months? Within the next 3 months? Because I don't know what your time frame is here, or if you even have a time frame. If there's someone who I like and they're taking their time, I always give it a time frame. Like, if I don't see them take action in like a certain number of months or a certain number of weeks, I just set it to the side. This year, you got it. I just thought of something. Please add me to the list when you have a chance. You got it, sweet girl. I'll add you right now. Yeah, that's what I'll ask. No problem. No problem. Sorry. Ah, no! Sorry, my phone just died. 1 second. We'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I literally can do like very little without having my phone here, and it just died. So I've plugged her in. Hopefully we can be okay. And I will add, Wendy, I'll add you to the list as soon as my phone is working again. Okay, I don't want to make you wait any longer, T, or anybody else. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. I am, and my phone's still dead. I have it plugged in over there, so hopefully it'll wake up soon because I need it to communicate on the live stream, but it'll wake up soon. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend within this year, by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will P ask T to be his girlfriend by the end of this year? Alright, sweetie. We have the Empress, Knight of Pentacles, again this Eight of Cups, the Star, and Five of Pentacles. Wow. This is one of those questions, it's very rare that this happens, but it's not a solid yes. However, it's like a 90% chance that you will be his girlfriend. I'm not even kidding. Let's start with this Empress card. That is like the girlfriend card. That's like you being his divine feminine. He really does have feelings for you. I'm glad we went deeper here. Knight of Pentacles, that's him taking action. But it is slow. It is slow. So I do see it happening, but I see it. There's a really good chance of it happening, especially with this Star card. The Star is hope is flowing forward. It's my favorite card in the deck, and I'm an Aquarius. It's my card. It's hope. It's flowing forward. It's expressing one's feelings, sharing one's feelings with somebody. Yet we have this Eight of Cups repeating itself. So I want just a little bit of clarity here. Yay, my phone woke up. We'll pick her up in a second. We'll add Wendy to the list. I want a little bit of... I got it! I'm so glad I looked at my little book, because the Eight of Cups, when cards repeat themselves and I can't get a clear reading on what it meant, because last time I was like, why the hell has he got feelings for you that I can see clearly he does. I cannot deny that. Yet he is denying, at least at this time, his feelings for you. And I was like, and I remember I said, and I don't know why that is. Now I can tell you, he has some serious abandonment issues. He has had some, and I say this all the time, if you're an adult and you've dated, you've likely been hurt. But he's kind of stuck in the past. That's also part of the Eight of Cups, is he's kind of living in the past, kind of basing his future on the past. Yeah, serves him right, his past. Why, is he a bad boy? He doesn't strike me as a bad guy. He's afraid of abandonment. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, abandonment. So that's why he's on the fence. Now I can answer at least that. Like, this is a very solid reading. I do think he is going to ask you to be his girlfriend. It's not set in stone. Not everything in this world is set in stone. When I'm reading tarot, I'm reading current energies, and what I'm seeing here is there's a really effing good chance he's going to ask you by the end of the year to be his girlfriend. But yeah, again, this Eight of Cups popped up. Abandonment issues. Five of Pentacles is literally like the Lord of Abandonment. Who asks him to behave like a playboy? Oh, he was kind of Playboy Charles. He may not be, but he behaved like a playboy. Okay, yeah, I feel like he's turned a new leaf, and I don't feel he doesn't have a girlfriend. I'm sure you know that. I don't sense that there's anyone else in his life. I sense that he's on his own at this time, and he does like if he were to be with anyone, he'd be with you. So yeah, that's why that's what now I can answer. I'm so glad we went deeper, girl, because now I know what that 8 of Cups. Now I know. Now we can figure out why he is so hesitant, and now we give it a time frame, and you can give it any amount of time that you want, girl. It sounds like a year. We'll wait a year, but keep your heart open. You know, you sense that he has no girlfriend. No, thank you so much. Yeah, and no, and you didn't even ask that question, but that is what I'm getting, that he's not with someone. That saved me one more question then, dear. Yeah, I mean, we didn't ask it directly, but I don't see another person. We did get the 2 of Pentacles, which made me think, is there someone else? But I don't think there is. I really don't. Do you sense that there is? I don't know how much time that you spend with him. But we didn't ask it directly, but I don't get that energy. We can ask it. You still have one more question if you want, but I didn't pick up on that. I don't know if you've picked up on that. My sixth sense said no, just gut feel. Yeah, that's exactly what I got. Like, we didn't ask it directly, but I just felt that. 1 second, I'm just grabbing my phone, which I need to charge. Okay, we'll plug her in here. There we go. All right. Yay! Phone is back on. All right. You're so welcome, Miss. I'll stop calling you Miss Cleo because I don't know how old you are, but Miss Cleo was a lady on TV who was a fake tarot reader and psychic. So I'll just call you Cleo. But thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate you. I'm glad I brought you clarity. And I'm glad we got to the bottom of things. I feel like we got to the bottom of things there. Thank you so very much. All right, so my phone's working again. Yay. Okay, you're about the same age as me. Okay, yeah, I literally just turned 40 on the 23rd of January. I'm new to the 40 club, but I don't feel like I'm in the 40 club, if you know what I mean. Oh shoot, let's remove this. And let's go ahead and add Miss Wendy. Thank you again. Thank you again, Cleo. Much love and light to you, and I wish you the very, very best going forward. Debbie, thank you for your donation, girl. So did you want a 10 card reading, or did you want 2 5-card readings? For sure, Cleo. Please do. Please do. You are definitely welcome. Most welcome to come back. Thank you. General reading to see what your spirit guides have to say. You got it. You got it. 1 sec. You thought you did a 15 card. Super chat. So you donated 21.21. And super chat is $20.20 for a 10 card reading. So we could do like an 11 card reading. But a 15 card reading is $29.29. So if you wanted to do that, the difference would be $8.08. We do angel numbers here. Always the angel numbers. Did you want to upgrade, or are you happy with an 11 card? Let me upgrade you. You got it, love. And thank you. Thank you very much, Debbie. Let's get right on into this. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, gotta ring my bell. Please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Debbie with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Thank you. Six of Cups reversed. The Tower. Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Nine of Pentacles. Six of Swords reversed. Six of Pentacles. The Empress. Ten of Swords. Death reversed. The Chariot. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Cups reversed. Two of Cups. And the Sun. Okay. All right. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on here, Debs. All right, let's start with the Six of Cups. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Debbie. I still have not checked my Instagram to see, to look at the name of the woman who we asked about yesterday, but I will do that soon. Okay, I'll do that afterwards because I have to go on Instagram anyway. I have a private reading I need to do after I'm done with my live stream. Okay, Debbie, so let's start. We've got the Six of Cups reversed, Six of Swords reversed, and the Chariot. Now, I know that you want to move, and the Chariot is definitely a card of movement, a forward movement, of an actual move. Six of Swords reversed is a sign that there is some pushback. Six of Swords would be, if this was a bright, I'd say, like, you're, not only are you going to move, but your hubby is totally on board with it all of a sudden. No, I believe this is your husband's energy. He's reluctant to move, but I do think that he's going to be less stubborn in terms of your needs as well, because he loves you, obviously, and does want to meet your needs and meet you at least halfway. And the Six of Cups reversed as well. I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as, again, movement, moving away from familiarity, moving away from the past, moving away from the place. I don't know, did you raise your family in Connecticut, or did you raise them in Florida? Because the Six of Cups is also a card of nostalgia, memories, childhood. So this to me feels like a move, and I see something really abrupt coming into your life. People often, and you just said no worries, love. People often worry when they see the Tower. People often worry when they see the Death card. We don't have the Devil, but I love those three cards. I think they're all great cards. Sometimes they can have negative connotations, but in this case, I feel like this is a move. This is an abrupt change in your life that I see being positive. And especially it being a tower crumbling, it's like, I don't want to say your house is falling apart. It's not what I mean. It's like the house that you're living in, the house that you raised your children, is not going to be the house that you'll be living in, most likely sometime over this year. Only me with the childhood in Florida. Oh, so okay, so you grew up in Florida, but you raised your kiddos in Connecticut. I hear you. I hear you. The Six of Pentacles. Like I remember, I said I feel like hubby's going to meet you. I don't know your husband's name, and you don't have to tell me, but so I just call him hubby. I do see him meeting you halfway. I still see him being reluctant and wanting to stay in Connecticut, but let's be real. It's cold, yo. Like, my parents are thinking about moving to Tucson. Yeah, we live in California. They're not moving because it's cold. They're moving because it's too effing expensive to live here. And I totally understand that. But as his name's Walter. Okay, as we get older, and like I already have such issues withstanding the cold. I'm only 40 years old. As we get older, if I develop, I don't know if you have arthritis or sciatica or fibromyalgia. I have fibromyalgia, and that is definitely triggered by the cold. Like, I have a heated blanket that I use. Like, I really need heat in my life. So I can only imagine that when I get older, I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have arthritis. I'm telling myself that already. I'm not going to have issues like that, but I already do have some mild sciatica. And yeah, it's not going. Sadly, it likely won't get better. And the cold does affect it. I don't know if it affects your husband physically, mentally. Seasonal affective disorder, sad. Very real, very real. The less sunlight we get, the less vitamin D we can process, and we need vitamin D to make us happy. And matriarch, you, queen of you. This is you. This Queen of Pentacles. I see and look at the crux card here. I'll get to this in a moment. We've got the Empress right in the center. That's you too, hon. Mom, matriarch, mother, leading the way. Oh my gosh, it's raining outside. I had no idea it was going to rain today. I see Walter coming to an agreement with you. It was 15 this morning, and I live in chronic pain from the fused back and both knees replaced. That was it. Yeah, you've told me that before. You've had 2 knee replacements. Yeah, my mom has just had 2 hip replacements. Girl, do you use I know that you are a member of the 420 Club. Do you use salve? THC salve? I know CBD salve is really popular, but it doesn't work for me. But oh my god, this I have I used to have a medical marijuana medical cannabis company. I used to run it with my ex, and we had like a huge, like, this woman just had tons of uh, shake, and she made this salve, and it's pure THC. You can buy, at least in California, you can. It's hard to find pure THC salve. You do? Does it work for you? Because it's like it's a panacea for me. Like if I have a cut, a scrape, a burn, a bug bite, intense pain, um, it really helped my mom when she got her hip replacement. Except for the fact that it was scented, that was not good. But unscented, just natural, I highly recommend it. So you do use it, yeah? I think I honestly like recommend it to everybody, like, for sure. Um, yeah, and this whatever, however, I don't even know the lady. She was one of our clients. I have like 3 of these left or 2 of these left, and they're hell of old. But damn, however she made it, it's strong as hell, and it works so beautifully. Whoa, you just said the same thing as me. It works beautifully, right? It's just like it numbs everything. It's so great, and I feel like it should be not advertised more, but advocated more in terms of like, because then you don't have to take painkillers. Like, I hate taking ibuprofen. Like, I don't take opiates. That's a big no no for me. Um, but like, I don't even like taking ibuprofen. Anyway, let's get into the rest of your wonderful reading. We have the Knight of Pentacles, this beautiful Empress card right here in the center, and the Seven of Cups reversed. Knight of Pentacles, this is things moving forward, getting work done, getting the work done. It's not going to happen immediately. And look, we have the Star of David here too. There's a lot of Jewish influence in the Hermetic deck. That's why I love this deck so much. Yeah, moving forward, Lord of the wild and fertile land. It's not gonna move. It's not gonna be a fast move, and that's good. Take your time. Take your time. That's you've lived in that house for many years. There's a lot that needs to be. You need to sort through things that you want to keep, things that you want to get rid of. That's what my family's doing right now. That's what my parents are doing. But yeah, Mother, you, Matriarch, Empress, Queen of Pentacles, those are the two main Mother cards, and they're both upright. You're being listened to. That is why I went medicinal, because of the damage it could have caused liver issues. Absolutely, absolutely. In Connecticut, is it legal in Connecticut, or does it have to be medical? Because up until I think it was 2020, because that's why we lost our business, because we were purely medical. You had to have your medical card for us for our clients to deliver to our clients, and it was very easy for people to get medical cards in California. But once it became legal, the licensing was just so expensive we couldn't afford it, and we had to give up our business. But we had a lot of leftover products, so that was cool, and we got a lot of freebies too. It was really cool working in that business. That is what. So yeah, and yeah, you don't want liver issues. Hell no, hell no. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's why I hate taking ibuprofen. Last year it went right on. Progression. That's awesome. I thought it was legal in New York. I went to visit a friend of mine, a guy I was dating a couple years ago. I don't know if you remember. I went to visit him in New York, and I brought my own stuff. But I figured I'd be able to find stuff there. I asked him, I'm like, do I need to bring stuff, or can I buy it there? He's like, I don't have a dealer. I'm like, I don't go to dealers. Like, I thought it was legal. And my friend, who's also a fellow tarot reader, she lives in Brooklyn. She has a dealer. He's Jewish, and he doesn't agree with what she does. I'm like, that's funny. Actually, speaking of which, we have this high priestess, the traditional artwork. She has the Torah on her lap. So that's what I told my friend. I'm like, you can just show him the high priestess card and tell him to shut up. So it is legal in New York. Yeah, so what my friend was telling me was that it is legal, but the shops that they have are really dicey and super expensive, and like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of them. I thought that was so weird. Like, there's so many here. It's like mine's just down the street. So we have this beautiful high priestess, 10 of swords, and 2 of cups. Again, mother, people listening to you, people following your ideals, the Empress, Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, something coming to an end. I really think you're gonna move, girlfriend. I think you're gonna move. I really do. I really do. I see this. I see and I know the strength between you and Walter. You guys have been married for years. You guys. I haven't done a soulmate reading for you, but I know you guys are soulmates because we figured that out when we did a past life reading. We kind of got a freebie there. We got a 2-for-1. He is definitely your soulmate. I mean, we have many soulmates, but he is your soulmate. Like, if you asked to do a soulmate reading, I'd be like, I don't think that's necessary. I am deadly serious. Like, I'm so convinced. If we've seen him in a past life of yours, he is definitely. I hope so. The stairs are killing me. And it's a 2-story house. Oy vey, yeah, no, that's a lot. That's a lot, and you've got bionic knees, and that's it's steel, right? That shit gets cold. Like, I can only imagine that being so painful. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, you need a 1-story place in Florida. And I truly think that you're gonna get it, sweetheart. I really do. We've got this beautiful 9 of Pentacles here. Progression, things moving forward, people being on board with you and what you want to do. I see your whole family being on board with you here. With this Death reverse card, this is the only card that kind of concerned me. Deadly serious. Out of 15 cards, this was the only card that concerned me. I'm not even joking. Because Death reversed is stagnation, things not moving forward as quickly as they should. I equate this card to this Knight of Pentacles. I do see you moving. I just feel like it's going to possibly happen a little slower than you would like. But I also think that's a good thing. You don't want to break, you don't want to, not literally, but you don't want to break your back, moving things, taking care of things, sorting things out. You want to take your time and you want to be kind to your body. And the metal gets cold. I'm in pain for days. I bet. I'm sorry, love. And it's all you need is this. All you need is the sun. You wouldn't have that issue. That's why there's so many old Jewish folks that move down to Florida from New York, because they want the sun. It's too cold on the East Coast. I actually was just my friend that I was just mentioning. I texted him for the first time in like a month yesterday, and asked how he was doing, and he was like, the first thing he said was like, other than withstanding this horrible, he lives in New York City. He was like, other than withstanding this like absolutely terrible cold weather, I'm all right. I want you to take your time as well. I love this sun card being the last card. I've never taken the sun card literally. This is so literal. You are moving into the sun. Because I've been to Connecticut, girl. I've been to Connecticut, and it's bloody cold. I used to visit my friend there in the fall because he went to Wesleyan in Milltown. And it's pretty. I mean, Connecticut's pretty as hell, and it's close to. You're a Jap for sure. We love Japs for sure. And you're gonna get, and because Japs get what they want, and you're gonna get what you want. This is what I'm seeing, is you're gonna get what you want, and you will probably make a lot of friends with older Jewish folks, and they're the best. Like I have so many friends at my temple who are like in their like much like I know you're younger, but like I'm talking like people in their 80s. They're so much fun. They're so funny, and there's one lady with dementia actually at my synagogue, and I say hi to her every time. And she doesn't remember me, but she's so sweet. And she's in a wheelchair too. I love her. She's really it's really important that we support people of all ages. You know what I mean? Not too many people know what a Jap is. Really? They do in California, probably just because, or at least in the Bay Area, there's a lot of Jews here, and there's a lot of Japs here for sure. I grew up with a lot of Jap friends who always had their Tiffany necklaces and whatnot. Got what they wanted, daddy's girls. It's all good. We love it. And I've definitely met some boys too that were little princes, Jewish American princes. But yeah, overall, I see you moving, Miss Debbie, and I see people on board with you. I see people agreeing with you. And it's not just. Did you notice how many of those cards were upright? I know I don't like to focus on that. I always say, like, just because a card is upright or just because it's reversed does not mean that it's bad or good. But in this context, all of these cards, including the few that were reversed, were all so positive. I'm so happy for you, Debbie. That's a wonderful reading, in my opinion. I had to explain it many people in the North. Interesting. That's interesting. You would think that in the Northeast there would be more awareness of that, but oh well. It's different everywhere, you know what I mean? There's a lot of wasps in Connecticut. I'm sure everybody knows what a wasp is in the Northeast, whereas I don't think people aren't super familiar with wasps on the West Coast. It's interesting. But yeah, much love and light to you, Debbie. I love that reading. You're going places. You're being listened to. People will be agreeing with you, and you'll be getting what you want and what you deserve, and what's truly best for you and your hub. Seriously, you'll be further away from your kiddos, but you will see them. They'll come see you. It's just going to be a better situation. You'll be in the sun. You need the sun. In Connecticut, that's so interesting because my friend, who I used to visit all the time when he was in college there, he was Jewish, and most of his friends there were Jewish too. But I think Wesleyan's has a lot of Jewish students there. We always talk about that at synagogue, like where people are from and how Jewish it is where they're from. That is a very negative to Italians. Oh, what is very negative to Italians? People in general are negative to Italians. Angelina, thank you for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Did I say something offensive? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say something offensive. Or wait, wasps don't like Italians? Is that it? What is coming towards you? Oh, no, I didn't say that. I was just gonna say I didn't say the WAP word. No. I said wasp. You know? Like white Anglo-Saxon people. Like hell of richy white people. A lot of them live that are very old money, you know, like the Vanderbilts and stuff like that. And like the Astors, they're all wasps, and a lot of them live on the east, in the Northeast. Not the WAP word. I don't use that word. No, that's a horrible word. Also the DEGO word. We don't use that. No, wasps. That's a different one. No, we love Italians. We love our Italians. What is coming towards Angelina? Angelina, what is your sign, sweetheart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, Scorpio. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? I don't know any of these words. I'm learning a lot. Interesting, Wendy. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Angelina? None of the words we're using are offensive. Wasp and Jap are not offensive words. WAP and D. No one said DEGO, but those are slurs towards Italian and Spanish folks. Okay, we have Judgment reversed, 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords. Something's coming to an end, Angelina. Jap is a very spoiled girl. Jap is not a very, well, it is a very spoiled girl, but she's specifically Jewish. It stands for Jewish American Princess. It can also conversely be Jewish American Prince. I've definitely met some dudes who are Japs as well. They get whatever they want. Yeah, I think that's a good explanation. Very spoiled, but some of them are a lot of them are good at heart. So Angelina, I see something coming to a close. We've got this 10 of Swords here. There's and the Judgment reverse. This is telling me that there is something coming to a close in your life. And you're at a crossroads with this 2 of Swords. You don't have to answer me. You can just stay silent if you want, and I can just free fall here. But are you thinking about leaving a job or a relationship? I feel like it's more of a job. But I could be wrong. Tell me if this is resonating, but I see something coming to a close, something that you've been wanting to come to a close with this 2 of Swords, but you've been kind of confused and on the fence. And the reason why I feel like it's a new job, you're not working right now. Okay. Are you in a relationship? Something's coming to a close. 10 of Swords is something coming to an end. And it's something major in your life. I cut off the Libra. It's a person. Okay, you cut off someone in your life. Okay, I hear you. You made the right decision. I was leaving the best for last. Spirit is saying that you made the right decision, and that since you've cut off the Libra, you've opened yourself up to wonderful possibilities. You got tired of him, yeah, because it sounds like he wasn't doing it for you. He wasn't being, present the way that he should have. He wasn't being the man that you needed him to be. And now that you've cut him out of your life, so to speak, it sounds like you cut him off. You've opened a door. This beautiful Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Cutting him off set you further in your divine feminine energies. It brought you closer to your divine feminine energies, and I really feel like when you're ready, there's a new person coming into your life, possibly more than one. But by closing that door, you opened up a really beautiful new situation for you that's going to unfurl in the not so distant future. Like if tarot is reading this energy right now, it's likely going to happen quite soon, probably within the next 3 to 6 months or so. Maybe that's not soon enough for you, but it could happen sooner than that. But I do see it happening sooner than later. This new opportunity. I don't know if it's specifically a dude. I think it is. I think it's a new romantic partner. I don't think it's. It could be a new job as well, with it being Pentacles, a new job and a new guy. But Spirit is saying, girl, even if it feels sometimes like you made the wrong decision, you made the right decision. He was not the right guy for you. He's not a bad guy, just not the right guy for you. And that happens. It's happened a lot with me, and you don't want to be with the person who's not meant for you, you know. So this is good. I almost not almost every single reading I've done tonight has been positive. How delightful. I've given good news to everybody tonight, which is not the case all the time. As y'all know, I'm very, very honest. If I see something that's not super awesome, I will tell you. So this is great. This is really good. Thank you so much, Angelina. I appreciate you very much, and hope I brought you some clarity there. And I often say I'm not here to provide hope for people, and I'm not, but if I did provide hope for you, I'm really, really glad that I did, because there's definitely things to look forward to in your future. Thank you again, sweetheart. Miss Wendy, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Why is my... Now my phone's being weird again. What's the general vibe of me meeting up with people on my Portugal trip? Oh, girl, when are you going to Portugal? That's so exciting. I'm going to unplug this, and hopefully this will just stay awake. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides in April. Oh my god, how exciting. Okay, here we go. Sorry, give me one sec. My phone is being a weirdo. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the vibe of Wendy meeting people on her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her Portugal trip? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Do you mean like new people, like potential partners? Angels, messengers, and friends? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people in April in her trip to Portugal? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is the general vibe of Wendy meeting up with people on her trip to Portugal? Touch of Love, you're new here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for your subscription and welcome. Absolutely, you can ask a question. All my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. And I'm reading for Wendy right now. But after I read for Wendy, the list will be free. So if you make a donation, you would be read for next. Just random people there I want to connect with. I don't know if my friend from Paris will be able to fly out to hang out. Oh, so people that you already know, you mean? I have trouble. I always want to meet new people when I travel, and I have a really hard time meeting new people when I travel. I make friends when I'm out and about, but I wish there was an app where you could like just meet friends. They're strangers. How do you meet strangers when you're traveling? Okay, we have King of Wands reversed, the Moon, King of Swords reversed, Page of Swords reversed, and Queen of Pentacles. I want to connect with people who moved there or locals. Okay. Spirit is saying that it wouldn't, and it's really weird, Wendy. I'm going to be totally on it. Meetup groups online. Are there apps for that? I found one called Blend, and it seemed just like a dating app. You mean like meetup.com? So the cards, this is really weird, Wendy, but yeah, the meeting up is an app. No, sorry, Touch of Love, there's no free list, hun. For some reason, Spirit is saying no. The vibe is not good. And oddly enough, before I turned the cards, I had this weird feeling that Spirit was going to say no, and I still don't quite understand why. But Spirit is saying, especially with this Page of Swords reversed, excuse me, Spirit is saying like don't like it's not, it wouldn't be in your best interest to seek people. I'm not really interested in dating. I want to ask people about their move. God, I totally understand you. I hear you because you're trying to facilitate something similar. Sorry, I got to plug in my phone before it dies again. Okay. Yeah, the moon is saying that there's something. I think it would be difficult to meet new people. And I don't think that you're bad at meeting new people. And I'm not saying that because I have a hard time meeting new people when I travel. I'm not saying that because of that. But these cards are definitely saying, like, it wouldn't be in your best interest to seek people. And I don't know why. I can't understand why. But Spirit is saying that it wouldn't be to your best advantage. It wouldn't provide you. We've got both the Page of Swords reversed and the King of Swords reversed. It wouldn't provide you with the information that would be helpful for you. I think meeting up with people who you already know will be advantageous with this Queen of Pentacles. But all these cards here, King of Wands reversed, the Moon, King of Swords reversed, Page of Swords reversed, all these court cards reversed are definitely telling me, and again, that's definitely a weird message. I was just going to say, I don't know. This is one of the weirdest messages I've ever seen. I've ever read. I thought you said you had a friend in Paris that might be able to see you. So you don't know anyone out there. This is really weird, Wendy. This is really weird. It is so rare that I say this. She might not be able to see me in Portugal. Okay. It is so rare that I say this and I feel like a bad child saying this as a tarot reader, but I almost disagree with this reading. But I can't, because if I did, it would mean that I doubt tarot, which I just don't. It's always led me in the right direction. I'll be honest here, Wendy. I was, of course I'll be honest. I'm not trying to scare you because I want you to go to Portugal, but there is a certain, with the moon here, there's a certain level of danger. I'm not even joking, but that was a message I was getting before I even turned the cards, that it might be risky to meet new people. I'm not saying that you're at risk of, like, being like stolen and put on, the like being trafficked or something like that. But I am getting a message like be careful. We don't have the Hermit here. I don't want you to just keep to yourself. That's is there a follow-up question I can donate for? Absolutely. If I were you, I would ask why. Why shouldn't I? Why are you discouraging me from meeting people in Portugal? Is it posing a threat to my safety? Is it because it would pose a threat to my emotional equilibrium? But if I were you, that would be a follow-up question I'd ask. Because I wish I could answer it just with these cards, but sometimes it could be hard with the mini readings because we've only got 5 cards. But those 5 cards definitely said what they said, and I can't disagree with tarot. It's never led me down. It's never led me in the wrong direction or any of my clients. Thank you so much, Miss Wendy. So yeah, you want to ask what I said, what I suggested, like why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting people in Portugal? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting new people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting people in Portugal? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, why are you discouraging Wendy from meeting people in Portugal? 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. It's the threat of, okay, I see it here. If you try to meet new people, you would end up meeting a guy who really, like, who you would develop very strong feelings for very, very quickly, and then inevitably you'd have to leave. We have this Ace of Cups reversed. There's a threat to your emotional balance and equilibrium. It's basically like, and I rarely see this, but Spirit is actually warning you of heartache. Spirit rarely, and tarot rarely says that. Like, it's usually like the Fool, like, you might get hurt, you might not, but you've got to take that chance. Spirit is saying, like, we're doing you a solid here, and there's a dude who you would meet who would be enamored with you, and you would be enamored with him. But with this 3 of Cups, I feel like he's a Playboy Charles type guy. He likely has many women in his life. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Yeah. Wow, I'd only be there for a week. This is what I'm seeing, girl. And it's weird. And look, this first card too, 10 of Wands, burdens, oppression, difficulties, heaviness. I know it's only 1 week, and that seems a little crazy, but yeah, it's a threat to your emotional equilibrium. Portuguese, I mean, let's keep it real. Portuguese guys are fine as hell. I think Spanish, and yeah, Spanish and Israeli guys, I think, are the hottest guys in the world. Italian guy, French guys, European guys in general. But yeah, the Emperor card, there's a guy who would be a threat to your emotional equilibrium. I'm not seeing like danger. I'm not seeing warning signs. The Spaniard, I know. I remember when I was in high school, we had this hot exchange student from Spain, and he was living with my friend. I was so jealous. He was a senior, but he was one of those seniors who like had totally grown up and looked like he was like 22 or something. I had the biggest crush on him. Oh my god, Manuel. He was so fine. I was like, damn, can I like host an international student? Yeah, he was hella fine. He was really sweet too. I think he was gay though, honestly, because all the girls were all over him, and he was like not into it with any of them. That's another funny thing too. I think we've talked about it with European guys, French guys, Italian guys, Spanish guys. They all dress so well. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they're gay or not, you know? But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here is there's a threat to your emotional equilibrium. This Ace of Cups reversed. There's a threat of someone breaking your heart, which I also think is silly. You're going into this with I still think it's silly. You're going into this with the intention of not romance, of communicating with people who have also moved to Portugal and asking them how things go. But Spirit is saying that in you meeting new people, there would be someone who would be a threat to your emotional balance. I just want friends. I feel you, love. I do. I just need to know how they moved. You know, you can prove, you know, you can also take a chance here. Spirit is doing you a solid and saying, like, there's threat of a guy breaking your heart, even though you're not going in that direction. Sometimes we just fall for people, right? And sometimes it's the wrong person. You can always prove spirit wrong. You know, you can go forth. You know, spirit is not your mom. Spirit is not, you know, they're just suggesting that it, you know, it might not, that there's a threat there. But you know, you can always, I've said this before, you can prove spirit wrong if you know, especially if you've gotten a warning and you do meet a guy and you do start getting the feels for him. Remember this reading and stop talking to him. You know what I mean? I feel like you can work around this. Yeah, you're a Taurus. You move really slow. Exactly. It doesn't mean that you're not prone to. I mean, I think everyone's prone to possible love at first sight. It doesn't happen all the time, but like really having strong feelings for someone very quickly. It doesn't happen all the time, but I think all of us are kind of prone to it. But I also think that you can prove things wrong here because you have an intent. You know, you have a very solid intent. Sorry about that. You have a very solid intent here. You know, yeah, I can think someone is hot, but it's easier when I don't see them. Yeah, exactly. I think that you have better. I think, you know, your emotional equilibrium's very balanced, Wendy. And I think with this warning, I think you can work around it. I think you can kind of prove spirit wrong here. Yeah, I can think someone is. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing. So yeah, I think you can. You're not a water sign for sure. They fall and fire signs too. They fall really quickly. Air and earth, not so much. Actually, no. Geminis, they move really quickly. Knight of Swords, the Lovers, they move really fast. Those Geminis. Fun with Johan. Hello, Jesus wants to hear your pick. That's very kind of you, Fun with Johan. That is very kind of you. We love Jesus. This is a Jewish channel. I'm a Jewish woman. I'm a Jewish tarot reader. But thank you for your kind wishes towards Miss Wendy. She's a wonderful young lady, and God is definitely on her side and watching over her and guiding her for sure. Thank you so much, Miss Wendy. I hope I brought you clarity there. And again, I think that you can navigate this in a solid way for sure. Okay. So that is what I see for you, love. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. All right. So that means that we are all up to date with readings, the donation list. So, hi, Austin. Welcome. Today is the 5th birthday of this channel. It's very special. So, the donation queue is open. So, whoever donates next will be read for next. Thank you. Yeah. By the way, my team has been complaining that Samuel won't respond to them with updates. Oh, Samuel is so problematic. He is so problematic. And yeah, look at his behavior with other people, you know? Like, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Austin. Yeah, it's a big deal. I thought that I thought I wouldn't have time to go online tonight, but I sure do. I sure did. And did. Yeah, happy birthday to Starry Tarot. You're sick right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Austin. You have like the flu or something? They said they haven't heard from him in weeks, so I reached out and he responded. So I guess whoever tried to keep me away can see that there's professionalism between us. Absolutely. Yeah, you keep your head held high and you know how to behave in this situation. You're doing all the right things. His true character is coming out here, love. And you see it. We see it. I think other people are going to see it as well. Something like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Austin. That's a bummer. I don't know why he's avoiding everyone, but I'm glad they see his weird behavior. Exactly, precisely. These are his true colors. And people are seeing it, you know? Looking at buying another car this week. Well, that's exciting, Austin. I have a client who I've helped find cars for her. We've done throwdowns, finding the best cars for her and her son. You know, he's also weird because who responds to a work message at midnight? I do. I'm weird. I do. I have. I've definitely messaged um like my booking coordinators and stuff like that at midnight, like emails though. Like not sometimes texts, but mostly emails. All right. So, oh no, Sophie. Wait, what do you mean? Oh no, that I shouldn't do that? Well, in my work, there I get emails at midnight from other people all the time. Like especially because in my work, like sometimes people get injured or sick and they need someone to cover their job the next day, and it's like an emergency. So I've definitely received emails from my colleagues at like 11 midnight, like middle of the night. Um, And when I'm sleeping, I can't hear it. I silence my phone. No, 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 no. I'm just a night owl. I'm just a night owl. I rarely do work in the morning. I stay up pretty late. Um, and no, my rule with emails is 24 hours. If people are a little older and they don't check their email as often, and I work with people who have legit told me that, like, I don't read my email too often, so if I don't respond to you in like 3 days, don't take it personally. Just like reach out to me again, or I'll likely reach out to you. Um, yeah, it depends on the person and the situation. Um, and actually, funny thing, one of my new booking coordinators, she's a night owl too, because I've messaged her at like midnight and she responds like right back. So she's up too. Because he was always complaining about how America doesn't have work-life balance, but he sleeps with his phone on. Oh, he sleeps with his phone on? That's not. I mean, my phone's on when I sleep, but I have it on vibrate, and I wear earplugs when I go to bed because I live in the city. So I don't want to hear anything. I low key, not even low key. I wear earplugs every night when I go to sleep. It's like I need like sensory deprivation. That's been going on for like the past like 4 or 5 years. I've needed earplugs to sleep. It's really weird. Um, so I don't even hear the vibrations if I'm asleep. But that's so unhealthy. Yeah, yeah. If I had a corporate job like you, that would be it for me. As soon as I clocked out, I'm done. I don't belong to you anymore. I've done what I need to do. You know, in terms of my duties towards you. But yeah, when I worked a corporate job, I was done afterwards. Um, so yeah, it's a little all over the place with my work, and I have some pretty unprofessional people that I work with. It's really irritating, but it is what it is. Wow. Okay, so I've been on for a little over 2 hours, so it is that time of night where I do a last call for all donations. If you would like a reading from me this evening, please go ahead. Miss N, absolutely you can donate. Absolutely. That's what last call is all for. I'm still full of beans. Like I was just telling Wendy, I'm a night owl, so I can go. I can read for days. No problem. No problem, Miss N. Thank you very much. And yeah, I just received your donation. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You're a night owl as well. Yeah. There's something about the nighttime. I don't know if it's something to do with my anxiety or the anxiety that I get. Sometimes I don't like to call it my anxiety because I don't want to own it. Um, but the nighttime is calm. There's less people out. Most people are asleep. You know, there's something calming about it. Miss N, please go ahead and post your question, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm still so excited for you, girl, and just so proud of you for taking that leap. You know, finally leaving that environment that just wasn't good for you. Um, yeah, Ten of Pentacles, girl, get ready. It's gonna be good. How does Jazz Meat feel towards me since we disconnected? That's a friend of yours, huh? What's her sign? Or sorry, is it a gentleman? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? That's Nyx. What's next? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Jasmine feel towards end since they disconnected? Greek goddess of the night. Okay, interesting. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords reversed, King of Wands, the High Priestess reversed, and Nine of Wands. Again, I don't know the gender of this person, so I'm just going to refer to them as they. I don't know if Jasmine sounds like a feminine name, but it could be a masculine name. Oy vey, my phone's about to die. There we go. So, male. Okay. So, yeah, I was gonna say that it's Jasmine sounds like a feminine name, but I was getting masculine energies. Like we've got this King of Wands here. Was this a romantic connection? So he still thinks about you. He has not let go of his feelings for you with this Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is like holding on to something from the past and not letting go. He hasn't let go. It was romantic, okay, and he's confused with this Two of Wands, Two of Swords reverse. There's a lot of confusion. Does he know why you disconnected from him? Does he have an awareness of that? He's still very attracted to you, and TMI, but he thinks of you, like in private moments. I don't know if you wanted to know that, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to be spicy or anything like that, but that's like just legit what I'm seeing. He, however, despite still having feelings for you, I want some clarity here with this High Priestess reversed on, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he's ignoring, and this is the second time I've done a reading. What shows that? Oh, what shows that he has private King of Wands? He's still very, very, like, he's very physically attracted to you. And you're on his mind. Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. That tells me, I mean, yeah, he thinks of you when he has private moments sometimes. Like, and I have gotten that message in other readings. It doesn't come up that often, but if I see it, I'll say it. I'm not trying to gross you out or make you uncomfortable or be too spicy or anything. Like I keep it appropriate when I talk about things like that. You know what I mean? Private moments. But he is, despite his feelings for you and his desire for you, like he hasn't let go. He's very attracted to you. But we have this High Priestess reversed, which is indicative of exactly what I thought. He's ignoring, and this is the second time I've read a reading. I think it was either today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday I read for someone. It was very similar. I feel like guys are just more capable of doing this. He's ignoring his feelings for you. Well, not ignoring them because he, thinks of you and acts upon it on himself. But in terms of reaching out to you, he's very defensive about that. He's very stubborn about not being the one to reach out to you with this Nine of Wands. Again, I don't know who ended things. I don't know. This could have been a mutual disconnection. I am curious if he knows why things ended, that does make me wonder. But he does have a lot of, like, he has his guard up with this Nine of Wands. I don't know if he did something bad and he's ashamed of what he did to you. That could very well be it. But for whatever reason you guys did disconnect, he's seeing it as like it was likely, I don't want to say meant to be, but like there were issues in the connection despite his attraction and desire for you. And it's always this High Priestess reverse, and it's always with dudes. Very rarely do I see women doing this where they intuitively have feelings for someone, but they're able to separate their mind from their heart. I don't know if I've talked to you about this before, but I literally had a reading yesterday that was almost identical. Like the guy had feelings for this young lady still, and he was her ex, or like they dated and they broke up, whatever the case was. They had a connection. I don't know if they were actually boyfriend and girlfriend, but they had a connection. And it had been like 3 months since they had spoken, and I confirm, I'm like, he still likes you. He still has affection for you, yet and it was this card that came up, this High Priestess reversed, and I had to explain, I'm like, I think it's because as women, we're just biologically hardwired to process emotions, and, we just feel them all the time. Whereas it's easier for men to separate that, to listen to their mind over their heart, to listen to their logic over their heart. There's something in his mind that's telling him, not his heart, because his heart is saying, I miss N and I want her back in my life, and his mind is saying, but there were issues, and those issues would likely still be there. So I don't think you told me what his sign was. I get the sense that he's a fixed sign and or an earth sign, because he's very stubborn, and in my opinion, being rather foolish. I mean, again, I don't know why you guys, he's an earth sign, okay, there you go. I don't know why you guys disconnected, and you don't have to tell me. That's your business if you don't want to tell me, and it's private. But for whatever reason, you guys, do you think he will ever reach out? At this time, it does not look positive. It doesn't look positive. It looks like he's trying to move on. It looks like he's trying to process getting over you. Now there is a chance, and this is what I told the person I read for yesterday. These are current energies, and people do flip flop sometimes. I don't know how much of a flip flopper he is. He's an earth sign, so they can be very, very stalwart, and stubborn. It's possible he could reach out and succumb to his emotions for you, because that's what it would be. It's surrendering. That's the word I'm looking for. He's that Nine of Wands, that High Priestess reverse. He's very hesitant to surrender his feelings to you again. He's scared. He's reticent. But he does have feelings for you. That I can confirm. Will he ever reach out? We didn't ask that. We asked how he felt towards you after the disconnection. We could ask a separate question if you wanted to. I'm more than happy to do that if he would actually, if he will reach out to you. But as it stands right now, in terms of his feelings, it doesn't look good. Or at least it doesn't look like it'll happen in the very near future. But I will say, his feelings for you are strong, and they have not gone anywhere. I don't know how long it's been since you guys last spoke. I don't know how long it's been since you guys disconnected. But there is a chance that he will surrender and succumb to his emotions, but yeah, he's very stubborn guy. So it's not an impossible possibility, but it doesn't look good. Despite his feelings for you, he is genuinely being foolish. Like if I were to pull a card that like I'm just feeling with this reading that didn't come out, it would be the Fool reversed. Like he's got feelings for you, but he's not moving. He's so like reticent to move forward, at least at this time. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing, Miss N. Thank you very much for your donation, love. I really appreciate you, and as always, and thank you for being a part of this channel for so long. I thank all of you for being part of this channel for so long, because I would not be here if it were not for you guys. It's very true. You guys make the channel, so thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna do another last call. If you have a question and you would like me to answer it for you tonight, I'm more than happy to do so on this wonderful 5th birthday. Happy birthday to Starry Tarot, the channel. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call tonight for all donations, please. Thank you. Last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you. All right, it looks like everyone is happy and taken care of. Thank you all so much. Happy birthday to this channel. I am so proud that it's lasted this long. This has kind of been a dream of mine, and I love you all so much. Love and light to all of you, and I will likely see you all